Hey, Marc, Millan here. I'm so glad to connect with you today. And today I want to jump into chapter 3 from a book I've written called Leading Worship, 10 Simple Truths. Each chapter are topics that I love to cover when I am with worship leaders or training worship leaders. And so chapter 3 is titled Theologians of Song. And I called it that because the songs that we choose as worship leaders when we're putting together set lists or gatherings of praise and worship, we're really teaching about who God is. I mean, that's the opportunity we have when people gather for praise and worship. Obviously, being a theologian or theology is the study of God. It's the kind of the expressive understanding of who He is, what it's like, His attributes, His character. So I wanted to kind of tie that into songs, Theologians of Song. This is the verse that I kick off chapter 3 with. It's found in Colossians chapter 3, verse 16. And it says this, "Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, with thankfulness in your hearts to God," which is what we talk about in chapter 1, right? Worship is unto God. That's the ESV version. I love all the language in this passage. It's about teaching and admonishing one another, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness. But it starts with, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly. When we put together set lists, the challenge for us is not only a musical experience, because we want people to go through a journey with all the songs we're singing. We start off with a certain tone, or we start off with a certain atmosphere of energy, and we move them through the time that we've been given in leading worship. Putting together set lists is one of my favorite things to do. I just love the process of putting together an experience where people can know and understand God. But in today's time of songs, really what it breaks down to is not only just the musical component, but what are the words saying? What are the words saying about God? And are they clearly describing God as He revealed Himself through Jesus Christ? So one of the things that the New Testament teaches us is that God revealed Himself fully in the person of Jesus Christ. So when we're choosing songs, that's one of the filters that I'm constantly putting myself through. Does this song clearly talk about who God is? Does this song express who God is through the person of Jesus Christ? Am I being vague in who God is? Is this song really about me and what I need? Or am I really just saying who God is and declaring that and giving people an opportunity to understand who He is so they can respond to Him in worship? So that's really what I tackle in this chapter. And I'm just going to give you maybe 2 questions out of the 3. I put 3 questions at the end of the chapter. So the first one says, what do you look for in a worship song? Maybe you start with, I need a fast song, I need a slow song. Maybe you're looking for a certain feel or certain genre of music to fit your culture. But that's one question to ponder. Another one, and this is one I really gave some thought to, if each song you sang last week were put into a sermon, what would that sermon say about what God has done through Christ? And is the message of the gospel clear? So, chapter 3, Theologians of Song, from a book I wrote called Leading Worship, 10 Simple Truths. I hope it gives you some opportunity to reflect and think about it. From my heart to yours, until next time.